Hi, I'm Jackie Rabbit. I want to talk to you today about things that are real, real women, real problems, and real surgeries. Let's go discuss the realness of the world of being a woman and what we do to get there. Let's go talk about it, but first give me a thumbs up and then go subscribe. I'm really close to bottom surgery, so I'm going to give you an update to let you know how far away I am. Go ahead and click that little bell so you know when I post that next video. I'll also be reading your comments from time to time, so post away down there, leave a comment, ask me a question. You might just get an actual response from me directly on the next video. Come on, let's go talk about being real. Today I'm all about being real. I just didn't want to do anything else. So I have no makeup on, which is weird for me because I've spent a long time using makeup. But I have gotten to a stage where I don't have to, but it's become kind of my safety blanket. And I realized I'm coming up to bottom surgery, and you guys are going to see me a lot without makeup, sitting in bed looking forward with my chins rolled up. So I figure, why not break you in now so it's not such a shock to your system. But I want to talk to you about what's real about surgery. As trans women, some of us go through surgeries and some of us don't, and we all have our different pathways. Been talking to a lot of new girls lately who are unsure about surgery or don't know if they can get it or don't know if they can get through it. And I thought, well, let me share where I've been, what I've done, and what I'm doing so it helps you out. So let's get real about surgery. I'll just tell you what I've had so far. My first surgery was top surgery. It really wasn't hard. At least for me, I didn't really have any pain whatsoever. I had a little discomfort and it felt like I did way too many push-ups. But to be very, very honest, I didn't have any bad pain. Occasionally a little stab here or there if I did something I wasn't supposed to do. And by the way, do what your doctor tells you and don't lift things. Here's another tip on top surgery. Sit up to sleep for at least the first month. I am dead serious about this. I wish somebody had told me. Because the pocket will open up on the side and the little things will slip over. The pocket they create for you is it's still being formed. And if you push things around, you can continue to open that pocket while it's healing. And you need it to develop, like, I don't want to say scar tissue, but I believe that's what it is, to form that pocket in. And sitting up to sleep will keep them right where they belong for the entire process of healing. You may want to sleep in the straight up position for like, I don't know, a month and a half. I wish I had done that. Yes, it is difficult, but it would be worth it. When they do, or if they do the revision on this side for me, I think I'll be sleeping in my recliner and doing everything I can. So that was the first one. The second one was vocal surgery. That was kind of rough on me, but I know a lot of girls, and I've gotten so many comments lately that people love my voice. I mean, I'm not in love with my voice. It is my voice, and it sounds like me. It's odd. I hear so much of my old self that I don't like what I hear when I hear my old self. And I'm sorry, but I'm lazy. So I really don't try really hard anymore. And I know resonance is a big deal. I had resonance down so long ago. I was trying to actually resonate from my chest the other day. I don't know how to do it. I can't figure it out. I suppose if I really worked at it for a long time, I could do it, but I hate what it sounds like, so I just don't. And my resonance seems to have stuck, and it's normal, and it's just my voice, so that's what it is. My third surgery was facial feminization surgery, or FFS. And that one was a big surgery. I was in the hospital for a day. I was wrapped up all week and had to put Neosporin in my hairline. That's why I see these little tufts of short hair that have been growing, like these little weird curly, odd bangs that just give me this weird little wave on top. I know, it's not me trying to style my hair that way. It's just that it's growing out of the scar tissue. And when it grows out of the scar tissue, it's a little distorted. The follicle gets distorted, so it starts like growing curly and weird. So someday when it's longer and the weight of it holds it down, my hair will look better again. But it's fine. It is what it is. Again, it's about being real, right? I didn't even run a straightener through my hair today. And I'm habitual with the hair straightener. And it's like, you know what? I'm just me today, and I'm not doing anything. I'm just plain Jackie today. No exciting eyes, no vampy eyes, no nothing. So, oh well. That's the way it is. Oh look, a little cone in the background, so I don't drive off the edge of the road. I think we'll take that out of the shot. So, I'm over on my friend's back property. I've kind of discovered this little area that I can drive to because they put a road in. Or my friends took a tractor and made a road, and I have an all-wheel drive car, so I can actually get up here, and it's kind of cool to go like investigate all these places up here, out in the hills. So they probably think I'm crazy because they see some girl in an SUV just kind of like going off into the wilderness where only the 4x4s go. But if I drive slow, it's just fine, so it's weird. The fourth surgery. So, let's elaborate on face. Sorry, I sidetracked. I had a lot of swelling. And, I remember looking at myself in the mirror in the hospital, and I looked like a little 12-year-old kid. Like, it was nuts. You know what? You could go back in my old videos and find it, and there's a picture of me, with my swollen face and the stitches in my lip, and it was all puffy, and I looked like my little 12-year-old self again, and I was like, oh my gosh, I look like a kid. It was really strange. I missed the swelling in my face because it made me look so much younger, and I miss that. I miss it a lot. But I got through it, and after a month, I was kind of back to normal, and you guys saw me posting videos, 3 or 4 weeks out, and I had lost that one little last bruise on my cheeks. There was a lot of bruising with that, and it was great. One of the tricks that the surgeon told me about that I really do think works really well is these little pills that I can't remember the name of. Oh well, I guess I can't share that. That's what happens, your brain gets old. So more realism, I don't remember things. I'm off my hormones, and it's really seriously affecting me. Before surgery, before bottom surgery, they want you off your hormones for an entire month. And I'm having the worst time. I'm dealing with it. I'm managing, but let me tell you, I want my hormones back. As I trip over, let's try not to fall. I really want them back. I don't feel quite like me, and I'm getting acne. Like I got this one on the edge of my lip, and then I can't tell if a mosquito bit me or if I've got a wicked pimple going on. I don't know. It's such hormones. Anyway, so that was the facial surgery, and again, I got through it. It wasn't that big of a deal, and that was the one that made the biggest difference for me. Honestly, with the lip lift and the bringing the hairline down and lifting the brows and shaving the eyebrow area, and then I have that profile that, and my lip even curls out, all that stuff. My teeth show when I talk, all very feminine. So, that was what really, really clinched it in my surgery track so far. I'll do the bottom half facelift, and that'll make a big difference. I know Natalie had the SMAS facelift. If you haven't checked out Natalie, go check out her channel. To the bottom of her face. Oh, it looks so good. So, down the road, I will do that. So in like 9 days, I am scheduled for bottom surgery. That could change. We're having a spike in COVID and stuff, so they may call me and say that they have to reschedule or postpone, which would suck. I've been preparing. That would suck. But at the same time, you have to remind yourself it's better to respond to things that happen rather than react. So while it might give me a twinge of anxiety, I will refocus myself, figure out what my next step is, and do that and get busy. Like, I'll focus on school, like that will be my focus. I'll just shift my focus. So when bad things come and they knock you, don't go down, just pivot. And of course, that is the next one, bottom surgery. And that's the one that most of us really, really talk about, really focus on. It's not anything anyone else can see, but it is just for us. And that's how I feel about it. This is just for me. And I have been looking forward to this for my life, my whole life, so that's a big one. Now, down the road, I do want other things. There are other surgeries. Now, the first four I mentioned are covered under my insurance. Northern California Kaiser does cover that stuff. And I'm extremely fortunate. I know some of you are going to be like almost irritated that you don't have that and I do. I'm fortunate to live here. And I do pay a lot for my independent medical. But it's what I want. I mean, I'd rather eat top ramen and sardines and have that medical insurance so that I can do what I need to than almost anything else, so I just do it. The other two I want, and these are things that some girls just don't care about. And many of my friends are like, "Oh, Jackie, you don't need that at all. Don't go waste your money. Don't waste your time and effort." I want the sculpting. I want to go to, Dr. Hourglass in Texas or something, or one of them, where they liposculpt you, where they take fat out all the way around from your back to your sides. I need a tummy tuck, so I'm going to have them tummy tuck me simultaneously. And then they add some meat to your thighs and your booty and curve you out a little, or a lot, depending on what you give them, what you have to work with. So I totally want that so much. And I'm going to figure out how to do it. And of course, I also want that lower half facelift. It would just make me feel so much better. That is for me. Both of those are just for me. It's not for anyone else and for any other reason. I just want it. That's how I perceive myself. And when I see myself in the mirror, it bums me out that I'm not there. So I'm going to fix it. I will save my money until I can do it. Simple as that. So there's lots of options. Now, hormones help a little for some people. They help me a little. And for who I am, if I'd been born native female, I'm actually pretty darn close to where I'd be. But whether I was native female or not, I could still choose these options, and many women do. So I'm going to work hard until I can achieve it. So that's the realism, the real surgery. What's real about surgery? You can get through it. What's real about surgery? It's there to help you. Find a way to get there. Make a plan. Work hard. Sacrifice. Do what you have to do. Don't freak out. Don't get upset. Don't respond to stimulus that is stressful. I'm sorry. So again, the hormones are killing my brain. Don't react to stressful stimulus. Respond. Make a plan. Know what you're capable of, and then tell yourself you can do even more than that. So I want to remind you, one of the most important things, surgery is surgery, but one of the most important things is having a great therapist. That should be the absolute first thing any of us do. It was the best thing I ever did. And if you need somebody to talk to, don't forget about transgenderpulse.com. It's really a fantastic place with people who get it. It's very family friendly, and they can really talk you through some of the things that are so difficult, especially the first part of transition where you're so exposed and you're so out there where people can see you and it's stressful. That's, I think, one of the hardest things for some of us is to just finally present as female and go through that first year of the hard androgyny where you're kind of out there. Trust me, it gets better. Like even no makeup. I've got a few whiskers because, I need a little more electrolysis, under the chin. But I have the same amount of hair most 50-year-old women like me have, especially in my lineage with the Sicilian lineage. And my crazy hair today, it's just all over the place. It is what it is, No straightener, just all insane in the hair. Whatever. It is what it is, right? So that's me. That's real. That's just me, raw. No filtering today, just me. And that's life. That's the way it works. Just get through it, I want you to remember something. I really care about how this is going for you. I know you girls who are just now getting out in the world and you're so stressed out and worried about being noticed in public because you're in your beginning phase of transition and you feel so exposed. I know what that's like. I totally understand, and I'm right there with you. You're going to get through this. Go one day at a time. Soon enough, it will come to the point where even when you have some stubble on your face and you just got to go to the grocery store, nobody's going to notice you at all. Nobody. You're just another girl out doing her thing. You are somebody's mom who just needs to get there. And these days, right now, everybody's wearing a mask, so nobody's going to see your stubble or your shadow, I actually like the idea that it covers up this huge mosquito bite that I ended up with. So take care of yourself. Remember, it's a one day at a time process. Even when you've scheduled and planned and put everything in place, sometimes those plans get changed. I'm 9 days from bottom surgery, and that plan could still get changed. And I'll figure it out. Take care of yourself. I really care how this is going for you. Remember that. You'll do just fine. I'll see you next time. Bye. I was watching this female comedian today, and it was so funny. And she's Sicilian, and she's just like me. It's just so crazy. And she was saying how you can totally spot crazy women because they have really thin eyebrows. And she has this mother-in-law who shaves them off and draws them back on, and she's Planet Bananas, And I'm thinking, how thin are my eyebrows? Then the next thing she says is, and most of you are trying to figure out how thick or thin your eyebrows are.